Walter Gaves, Director for Contaminated Land for Arcadis in Europe. Why not developing a in situ technique for PFAS remediation?
That's a good question. PFAS are really complex compounds, so having an in situ remediation technique could be really interesting if we could do it. The problem is that it's too complex. It's really a strong chemical compound, and it's not easy to find a technology. Nevertheless, we tried already and we developed some technologies about it. And they are valid for some of the compounds, but we didn't have a technology to deal with all the PFAS compounds.
Question already done to your colleague of ALS Global. We have many problems regarding PFAS in Italy, in particular in the near Veneto region. You speak about total oxidable precursors of PFAS. Is this the key to evaluate correctly the concentrations?
This is really, it's not only the key, it's a crucial key to deal with it. Otherwise you will think that you dealt with the PFAS and then you will discover in a few years from now that there are still other PFAS popping up. So you need to do this kind of analysis to have a good view on the complete family on all the compounds of the family of PFAS to detect them. And it's about a few thousand compounds that we miss if we don't do this top analysis.
Keeping apart PFAS compounds, which other emerging pollutant could be a real threat for next decade, 2020-2030 worldwide?
That's really an interesting question. Personally, I believe that there are a lot of emerging compounds. Our environment, we developed a lot of chemical products, which is really good. That gives us the comfort of our life of today. But personally, I have the feeling that there are a lot of compounds in our environment that we don't look for and that could be really toxic for us. 1,4-dioxane is one of those emerging compounds, an example. The US is already focusing on it a lot. The question is if it's also an issue in Europe. So the question is if they use the same amount of 1,4-dioxane in Europe as they did in the States, so that the concentrations are also as high as in the States. That's one of the questions we don't know at this moment. But as I said in the beginning, I expect that we will discover other emerging compounds as well in the future decades.